This project is a slice in the life of this community. It covers several decades from the 70s all the way to now. It could be any neighborhood in an inner city, but this one is particular to this particular neighborhood because it reflects some of the people who live in it. It's an allegory of Cleveland itself. When things started to go down economically or politically and other troubles, what the average Joe on the street went through, what it did to families, what it did to youngsters, and everything that had to be overcome. And then it gives a glimpse at the end of what it can be if everybody pulls together and does a little share of their work. When we have a community meeting, we're discussing ideas, and it was very, very hard to nail them all because you need to get a grabber, a focus. And I was going through speeches of different people who wrote about the situations. And one speech that always pulled my attention was John F. Kennedy, reaching for the moon. And there's a section of the speech that he says, we have to put away our differences. Everybody's going to have to put together, their efforts, and there's got to be sacrifices that need to be made. And really to build a neighborhood and to make it prosper, everyone is going to have to put their share. So between that and Bob Dylan's Times Are Changing, checking out the lyrics and say, this is perfect because a lot of the people in this community are from that generation and they can identify with that. And of course, it can be a beautiful bridge to this new generation. So the mural is a trompe-l'oeil photorealistic painting on a great brick wall. This is smack in the center of this community. And it was just too good to pass. Chris Luciani, who began this program, he came and he asked for the wall. He negotiated, and it took us a little longer than usual to do it, but yes, we got the wall. He talked to other people in the community, and they said, yeah, this could be a great thing. And I was brought in to try to put it all together. And instead of doing a mural like we're decorating a wall, no, we're doing an actual historical, social, commentary mural. A mural, they're called the kings of art. It's the biggest piece of advertisement and education and promotion that you can ever have. I mean, this is your bulletin board. You are saying out a message, okay? Except you're doing it in images. Imagine a movie in which you got the whole story. A mural, you only got one frame to do it just right. So you have to be a really great storyteller to put all this together visually to make sense, but at the same time make it look like, hey, that belongs there. If you see a mural and it doesn't look as part of the street, it belongs there, then somebody didn't do their homework. I think I've done over maybe 250 murals and many more paintings inside. But my background is theater, okay, and writing. So first, you have to write the story. What is it that I want to say? Okay, what do I want to express? And then you have to construct the set. And the set here is 6 buildings, so it looks like part of a block, life size, okay, to create that illusion so you can go, the audience can go and walk into that illusion. And then you have to begin to cast it like a film. Okay, who do I need? I need this character role. I need a police officer. I need who can better represent, and that's exactly the way you do it. You put it all together. You make your painting, I used to do it traditionally, now I do it on Photoshop. Show it to people, explain it, make one or whatever revision, and then the mural is locked. It means no more changes. You cannot get inspired or while you're there. Murals are planned in advance. You think the process for months, and then you paint it. That's the easy part. We are not taking any shortcuts here. I mean, you could put Renaissance costumes on us and the process is identical. From doing layouts to transferring to plastering the walls to chalking to doing a color wash, doing the detailing. And we have several assistants who specialize in certain skills to do the process. Of course, I had to do final detailing, so my brush has to be in every square inch of that wall until it's completed. Last summer, with about maybe 10 of the students that I trained, we did all the basic underpainting. We painted the shapes of the buildings, we measured, we gridded, everything was there, okay? But then it rained the rest of the year, okay? And instead I moved to another location and I did several other private commissions on the side. I came back here at the end of July. And from the end of July till now, we're working. I expect to have it completed by the end of November, allowing for the weather. That's another story. The driving force was Chris Luciani, who unfortunately we lost it. The city of Cleveland lost him to the city of Palo Alto, California. His vision was this: we're going to do murals like Philadelphia, like Boston, you know, all these places where the trolley comes and shows to people, this is our neighborhood, this is what we want, this is what we do, this is who we are. Why not Cleveland? We got thousands of walls. You know, the city is affluent enough. We got a lot of talent here. Why not do it here? Okay? But you cannot do great murals by committee. It doesn't work. The Sistine Chapel was not done by committee or the Last Supper. Okay? So he brought me in because I do it corporate. And I tell him, let's collaborate. We'll do it this way. I'm from Cleveland. I'm born in Cleveland. Why not do a great mural here? So he said, okay, we'll help with the city. We'll put the kids. We'll put it to work. He wrote some grants, got some money, and that's how it was funded. If you are very artsy, you cannot paint murals. You have to be physically fit. This is strong physical work. If you shave tires, chop wood, you're a better muralist than most other people. That's the reality of this. You have to have courage to get on a scaffolding that's swinging under this kind of weather. It's very physically taxing, and you have to follow instructions to the teeth.
You said sometimes the problem isn't so much the cold, right?
The problem is not the cold because brick or concrete absorbs the heat. So the wall is warmer. It can take the paint. The problem is the wind. It cuts through you. It cuts through your eyes. You got to wear glasses. Your fingers, you don't feel the brush. Okay, and of course it moves you. That and when it rains directly, of course, there's the rain, but you know, we actually put tarps and painted through the rain. You have to finish the job. When it's done, it's a gift to the community. Really, I don't own the mural, I walk away. Okay, maybe that's one of my greatest strengths as a muralist. I can be very objective. I do it, I walk away, I forget about it. Somebody else takes ownership. And I hope that it stays there for their children and their grandchildren, and people do take pride. I have witnessed here how this mural have brought disparate people of different cultures together as they come, discuss, and enjoy the artwork. Average people on the street know what they like. Sometimes they know it better than a critic, and they give you their feedback immediately. And this is what I enjoy the most. But we hope that when people see this in Cleveland, next time they're going to do the next mural, they're going to say, wait a minute, we got a sounding board. Let's compare it to this one. And we better do it really good, because that's what we're trying to do here, raising the bar. When I travel to Europe, I can start walking in Paris at the front door, the gate to the city, walk to the end. I have a whole history of the history of the French people by looking at their public art. Okay? And that's one of the beautiful things about Europe. Art is out there everywhere you walk. Okay? And murals is probably one of the best ways. We got so many stories in this city. I mean, absolutely fantastic stories. Why not put it on the walls? Because people learn by seeing, and they begin to ask questions. And something that makes no sense when they're young will make sense when they're old. What better can you ask?